Breaking news. Multiple fires in California explode. Tens of thousands of acres are under siege right now. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're safe. I hope you're prepared, and may the force be with you. California, wow, you've had a really rough past few years, especially with fires and extreme weather. Ladies and gentlemen, this is hot off the press, breaking news to share with you. We're even going to look at live feeds. We're going to look at live camera feeds. Some of the cameras have been turned off, but the ones that are still up, we're going to take a look through those and see how bad these fires look from a distance. There's a lot of reports about fire hydrants not working, running out of water, etc. We're going to look into that. Clearly firefighters are dealing with an extremely dire situation right now. So may the force be with you guys and gals. I think over 17,000 acres are burning right now in just the Palisades fire that started just a couple of days ago, with some, record-breaking winds in California also to spark these fires. But we're going to talk about that and a new orb drone. This new orb drone, it moves in any direction. Very similar to the one that Chris and I saw a few years ago, except for the one Chris and I saw a few years ago is definitely the next generation, that's for sure, because it was a solid metallic orb. But these new orb drones can move in any direction, super efficient. We're going to talk about that. Russia is developing autonomous AI drone swarms for the battlefield. New unmanned helicopters hunt down submarines. We're going to look at those. The tech industry is in need of more power. So there is a company out there that is creating these nuclear reactors, and they're going to put them about a mile underground to power these data centers. Let's look at the latest information from fire.ca.gov. Right now, it looks like fire's still under investigation. Acres burnt, I think over 17,000 just with the Palisades fire. Yeah, 17,234 acres. Multitude of buildings are in danger. And so we've got some live feeds to look at for the webcams here. We'll get to that in a moment. I do want to give a huge shout out to our sponsor real quick. Thank you. Noble Gold Investments. Ladies and gentlemen, do yourselves a favor. Give Noble Gold Investments a call. If you convert your 401 or your IRA, a lot of people have IRAs just sitting there they don't even know about. They're just basically sitting there. Well, if you convert it into precious metals, gold, silver, precious metals, find out how to qualify, because if you qualify, you can get up to 10 ounces of solid silver or a free gold coin. And I've been sharing with you opportunities with gold and silver now for like 7 years. Look at what the price of gold was 7 years ago. Hello. Bet you wish you would listen to me 7 years ago, but that's okay. Better now than ever. Now, obviously, there's never any guarantees. So you look at what the big banks are doing. You look at what the money funders are doing. And for the past several years, banks have been usurping precious metals at near record rates. Turmoil overseas, a lot of uncertainty. Gold and silver, give them a call. Their phone number is 1-877-646-5347. Gold and silver has been a hedge against inflation for a very long time. So anyway, 1-877-646-5347. Give them a call. Let them know Rex from Leak Project sent you. You'll thank me later, and build to your precious metals bank with a 10-ounce solid silver coin or gold coin. And ask for a free book. Colin Plume wrote a book called Silver is the New Oil. That will be gifted to you as well. Excellent read, quick read. It's a vital read, and it will help you get out of the rat race. All right, let's go back to the news right now. The Palisades fire, 17,234 acres, 0% containment. Let's look at the cameras that we have available for that area specific. Let's go to this one, actually. This is better. This is a live feed right now. You're looking at the live feed. Just complete chaos out there right now. Absolutely hectic. Now I'm going to play the loop on this so you can see like over the past 15 minutes. Then we can put that to the past 6 hours. Let's go to this one. Let's look at what it's been out from a distance. Okay. Jeez. That's crazy. Look at that. This is the past 3 hours in a fast forward zoom. The location. This is at Topanga Peak. The Topanga Peak. Now we can flip the cameras. So this is looking at it the other direction right here. But clearly the focus is right here. Let's go to another camera angle. Let's hit the live. Current conditions. Saddle Peak. This is Saddle Peak. Wilshire. We're looking at Wilshire footage. Okay, so let's talk about this. Let's get into the news. Well, I just wanted to show you some of these live feeds to give you an idea. Actually, we'll talk about the news while I've got this going. So the Palisades fire, the blaze has consumed over 17,000 acres in the Pacific Palisades neighborhood, making it the most destructive in Los Angeles' history, with at least 1,000 structures destroyed. The fire's 0% contained. This is even available on Wikipedia right now. Then there's the Eaton fire burning near the Pasadena in the Angeles National Forest, San Gabriel Valley. This fire has scorched nearly 11,000 acres. The fire continues to threaten thousands of structures. New York Post. We've got the Hearst fire. The Hearst fire is located in the Silmer area. This fire has burned approximately 855 acres. Evacuation orders are in place, and the fire is currently 10% contained. Then we've got the Sunset Fire erupting in the Hollywood Hills near Runyon Canyon Park. This fire has led to evacuation orders affecting tens of thousands of residents. As of the latest reports, it has grown to about 50 acres. Mandatory evacuations, tons of property damage, tons of damage with infrastructure. Governor Gavin Newsom has declared a state of emergency and deployed over 7,500 firefighters and emergency personnel to combat the blazes. New York Post. President Joe Biden has approved a presidential major disaster as well at the federal level. Wow. The weather is just, I mean, those winds are insane out there, folks. Absolutely crazy. I was watching the Weather Channel and it was saying that they were having gusts of wind hitting almost 100 miles per hour. This place is a tinderbox right now. I'm going to actually do a quick search on the condition with the, what are the water conditions right now? Okay, stand by. Great, it's being slow. Never mind. Well, that's researching the web for information on the water situation. I can tell you about this very interesting new drone that is shaped like a ball. Oh, I've got footage to show you too. Error while searching. Interesting. Well, it said error while searching. That's very odd. I'm going to share with you some other news while we're looking at this. Axial Seamount is an underwater volcano located approximately 300 miles off the coast of Oregon. It is anticipated to erupt this year. This forecast is based on real-time monitoring data indicating that the volcano's surface has inflated to levels observed prior to its previous eruptions of 98, 2011, and 2015. You can read about that Anchorage Daily News. So a volcano off the coast. That's going to be fun. Researchers have detected that the seafloor around axial seamount has risen to nearly the same level as before the 2015 eruption, suggesting that magma accumulation beneath the volcano, that there is magma accumulation. Increased seismic events have also been recorded in the vicinity, further indicating potential eruptive activity. I think there was also increased activity, Mount Adams. Was it Mount Adams out there that had seen more activity in just several months than it would normally in several years? We'll do a double take on that. But the drone situation, let's talk about this drone situation for a minute also. No, let's stay on this. Let me look something up. Maybe this will pull up. How many insurance companies canceled policies in California for fire? See what the news says about this. Ridiculous. What is it doing? Weird. My computer's glitching out again. All right. Well, I guess I can't look anything up while we live stream because it just is having an opportunity right now. Always at the worst times. Always. Now it won't even let me scroll up. Thank you so much for messing up my live stream again. I thought Starlink was supposed to be fast. Cancel out of there. Maybe it has something to do with I've got like 25 different pages pulled up and I've got a whole bunch of live camera feeds pulled up. That might have a little something to do with it. So thank you for staying with me. I wanted to share with you some more exciting news, but my browser is having a hiccup here. So let's just see if we can go back to what we've got pulled up here. Okay. Next article. New unmanned helicopter hunts submarines. It's called the Silent Hunter. Russia's developing autonomous AI drone swarms. The tech industry and nuclear power, deep fission building nuclear reactors to data centers. They're going to build these and put them about a mile underground. So pretty soon we're going to have nuclear reactors underground to power data centers. I'll bet you're pretty excited about that. Sam Altman says we are now confident we know how to build AGI. We just need $100 million. The CEO who bragged about replacing workers with artificial intelligence is now distressed that artificial intelligence will replace him. It makes me think of that song by 9 Inch Nails. I used to be above it, now I'm down in it. You know what I'm talking about. Scientists develop cockroach cyborgs and robotic-controlled insect swarms. I'm getting a million freaking messages right when I start doing the live stream. Maybe that's why I'm glitching out. All right, so put the phone on airplane mode. Sam Altman says we are now confident we know how to make AGI. All right, Sam, $100 million. I'm really looking forward to the cockroach cyborgs though, and the robotic controlled insect swarms. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. Coming soon to a hobby store near you. And now, if you think that's old news, somebody in the comments says that's old news. Well, have you heard about Melody, the new humanoid robot companion that stuffs into a suitcase? Tell me that's not the creepiest headline you've ever read. Well, there's a new robot named Melody, and this humanoid robot will be your companion anywhere you go as long as you have something the size of a suitcase, because you can I know, that's super creepy. Melody Unpacked, the suitcase robot revolutionizing companionship. Start pulling her out, like at the airport, you're like pulling this humanoid robot out of your briefcase, and the TSA is like, what the? That guy's definitely getting the double pat down. But it's not just Melody in the news. It's not just Melody in the news. At CES, there's an article that just came out. We spoke to a $175,000 robot at CES. Is this a bargain? Well, we'll talk about that. And this is a little bit more doomy. This is a little bit doomier. PLA releases electronic warfare kill list for U.S. carrier groups. Digital battlefield. The PLA targets U.S. carriers with their next list. Scientists predict the Pacific Northwest's most active volcano, 300 miles offshore, is going to erupt this year. Yeah, I went over that with you. Scientists in Antarctica drilled nearly 2 miles down to pull a 1.2 million year old ice sample from Antarctica. That was exciting. We're going to talk about altered states of consciousness and how they can distort time. And artificial intelligence is now creating these chips that are faster and smarter than the human-made ones. OpenAI cuts ties with engineer who created a ChatGPT-powered robotic sentry rifle. They said, you're fired. And a new comet in the sky could be as bright as Venus. Here shortly. And do not forget, make sure to remember that on the 25th, there's going to be all 7 planets lined up. All 7 planets are going to be lined up on the 25th. So definitely time to bring in your tomato plants. Let's go back to the fire situation and see what's going on there. Just wanted to share with you some updates on the news while, oh, hey, it's working again. All right. Kind of. 17,234 acres currently in Los Angeles County. Started on the 7th. Cause is under investigation. 0% contained. Not good. Look at this. Structures threatened. 13,306 structures threatened. It says here 300 structures destroyed. I think that's actually a low number, but that'll probably be updated soon. And this is one of several fires that have exploded the past couple of days in California because of these extreme winds. So this is the Palisades fire. I want to show you something that's going to trip you out, okay? Because we've been talking about these drones and like, what are these drones? What's the purpose of these drones? Is it China? Is it Russia? Is it extraterrestrials? Is it ours? Is it Elon's brother? Is it, is it Jeff? Is he looking for, new strategies for faster delivery times? It's like, forget Amazon Prime. This is Amazon Prime Rib. Like this is, anyway, sorry. But no. I don't know. Probably not. Maybe. Who knows? But what's interesting is, somebody knows, there's stuff going on out here in southern Colorado too. My friend Gunner has been seeing these weird orbs and anomalies out by his house. And yesterday he sends me video footage of this super, like, you want to see the footage? All right, let me show you this footage because it's weird. It is. If it was a plane, then there's certain, like, okay, so let me read this. Let me give you well, let's look at some footage of the fire here before we go to the, okay, so we're live. Just looking at the aftermath at the Wilshire area. You can see over the past 15 minutes, the amount of smoke. Let's hit that for the past 6 hours and see what it looks like. So over the past 6 hours, this could be time lapse. While you're looking at that, I'm going to share something with you from Gunner. And thanks, Gunner, for the footage, man. So they didn't have this plane or whatever it is that at first looks like an orb, but it's not. It just looks like an orb because of the light and the video. When it's you can kind of hear it at first, but you don't see your standard FAA lighting. So there's no and that's a pretty big deal. If you're flying in airspace, you need some type of lighting to pass that requirements, and it's got to be like FAA lighting. So you don't see that with this. Let me show it to you real quick. It's really interesting. All right, let's go right now. Here we go. Now it's freezing up again, of course. Now it disappeared. Wonderful. Let's try this again. Here we go. Footage gets better if they'll ever show it. Come on. Okay, here we go. I'm like, are you sure it's not Venus? And he's like, yeah, if Venus moves like that, then get ready for a pole shift. And it kind of sounds like a plane. Okay, he's flipping it on its side again, the camera. And as it gets closer, you can start to hear it. See it moving? Where's the flashing red lights on the back? They're not there. This reminds me of the type of drones that are being reported in New Jersey. These exact characteristics where it kind of sounds like a plane, but it doesn't and then you can't really get a good shot of it, and it's just something's not right. And there's all sorts of weird activity that goes on out here in southern Colorado, like anomalies in the sky, reports of, there's been all sorts of bizarre cattle mutilations that Christopher O'Brien had a big role in research. Like, he went to many places on scene. There's going to be a celebration of life for Christopher O'Brien here coming up soon. So if you're interested, send me an email, leakproject@gmail.com, or else just, say it on Facebook. Let me know on Facebook. But yeah, it's just so weird. Look at that. Now it's going to start getting a little bit closer, get a little bit louder. You know, it could just be a plane with a couple of lights on it that are designed to create confusion, or maybe even holographic tech on the plane. That could make sense. You could have typical planes and drones, and you could have some type of weird lighting on it and holographic tech to make people think that there's something that they're not. But that is bizarre. That is super weird. We're in a town of less than 2,000 people in the middle of nowhere, and to see something like that is really strange. Now, I noticed a little bit of light change there for a second, but that was it. So anyway, I wanted to show you that. Let's get back to what's going on in California wildfires right now. If I can do full screen on this. Play this again. So this is a time lapse over the past 6 hours. Wilshire camera system. You can see the smoke in the background. Currently 17,000 plus acres just in the Palisades fire, and it is 0% contained according to the latest reports. You can start to see a lot of smoke right there. This is live right now. This is a live camera feed. We are, if we were to look at this on the map, show you exactly where we are on the map. Okay. So you can see down here. The Topanga Peak number 2. So we're looking at Topanga Peak and then the Topanga Canyon. Then Saddle Peak is showing a bit of the fire also. Let's go back over right here. Pull this up in a different search. Maybe it'll work this time. Okay, so currently we go to California Department of Forestry and Fire Protection.gov, fire.ca.gov. Ongoing emergency responses in California, including all 10 plus acre wildfires. 13,926 total emergency responses, 92 wildfires, 29,053 acres burned. A 1,000 plus structures destroyed. Containment levels, the Palisades fire, currently 17,234 acres, 0% contained. The Eaton fire, 10,600 acres, 0% contained. The Hearst fire, 671 acres, 10% contained. The Lydia fire, 348 acres, 40% contained. Then the Sunset fire, 43 acres, 0% contained. Do this. I wonder where we could check the air quality right now. See if that's possible. Air quality, California. See if I can show this on share here. Okay, here is the air quality index for California from airnow.gov. We just look at that. Nothing too bad. Ooh, there we go. Central LA ain't looking too good. Current air quality. Hey everybody, how you doing? People with heart or lung disease, older adults, children, and teens take any of these steps to reduce your exposure. Avoid strenuous outdoor activities, keep outdoor activities short, consider moving physical activities indoors or rescheduling them. This is based on the website airnow.gov. Current air quality coming up at 187 as unhealthy. Ooh, that's a scary number, 187. The pollutant currently has the highest AQI in the area. Okay. There you go. Wow. War zone out there almost. That is insane. Is this a sign of the times, folks? You think that these recent fires over the past few years are going to get better or worse based on the environment and the current conditions? It's interesting, all the different theories that are going around on the web. I think that building, the way that we start building homes and such, needs to change in big cities also. You know, like figure out a way to build a house that is going to be a lot less flammable. Let's see here. There we go. So let's get into some more of this news here. I think this is pretty cool. Some of these headlines that I found today. Now, okay, there we go. Cool. So if you're just joining us, as you can see here, there's almost 14,000, I'm sorry, almost 17,000 acres have been burned just in the Palisades fire, and about 1,000 structures have been destroyed. There's 4 fires currently: the Palisades, the Eaton, the Hearst, the Sunset Fire. The Sunset Fire is in the Hollywood Hills area near Runyon Canyon, and currently that's about 50 acres. Multiple mandatory evacuations, tons of property damage and infrastructure damage. Some estimates in the $50 billion range. So now, there in other news, I want to show you this really interesting drone that just came out. that reminds me of these silver orbs, but like a generation 1, and these silver orbs are like generation, like 9th generation. I don't know, but let's see here. Let's pull this up. What are we at? Yeah. Okay, cool. Here it is. Oops. The Hagamos Sphere is a cutting-edge spherical drone developed through a collaboration between industry and academia in Japan. It's been recognized as a CES Innovation Award 2025 honoree. It was unveiled this year at CES in Vegas, and it is a sphere drone that can move in any direction without tilting, and that makes it a significant departure from traditional drones that have, like the quadcopters. Also makes me realize that when we see these unexplained metallic orbs that are solid, like that would make sense why that would be the most aerodynamic, the most advanced, because it could move in any direction. And like, throwing a baseball with imagine like a Mach 50 million kind of thing where it can just open portals and go to other places. I don't know. I mean, that's speculation, but these things are incredible. And so this Hagamosphere is like the generation 1 of these orbs. And I can see this being a very popular design in the near future and in the foreseeable future. The sphere is going to be one of the ultimate designs for travel. In and out, boom, gone, move, out, whew, smoking fast. This innovation drone is a product of collaboration. Yeah, I went over that with you. Over the years, drones have transitioned from primary military tools to versatile devices with numerous civilian uses like aerial photography, delivery services, etc. Yes. Now let's talk about what Russia's doing right now. Russia is developing these autonomous drone swarms for military operations, and these swarms consist of multiple drones operating collaboratively to execute complex missions, such as overwhelming enemy defenses, conducting coordinated attacks, and gathering intelligence. There's ones called Grom and Molniya, or Thunder Drone. Thunder Drone is designed to deploy a swarm of up to 10 Lightning drones controlled from a ground station. This system aims to perform coordinated strikes and reconnaissance missions. Defense. Then the FPV drone swarms. Russian developers are working on first-person view drone swarms controlled from a single workstation. These drones are intended to execute coordinated attacks, enhancing battlefield effectiveness. AI integration. Russia is incorporating artificial intelligence into the drone systems to enable autonomous operations, improve decision-making, and sophisticated intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance capabilities. Both Russia and Ukraine are increasingly deploying drone swarm technology in the ongoing conflict, indicating a shift towards more autonomous and coordinated unmanned systems on the battlefield. Read all about it. Now look at this thing. Tell me this doesn't look doomlicious. How would you like one of those coming after you? Like, it's just going to deliver an Amazon package, Bob. It's okay. The Proteus Rotary Wing Uncrewed Air System, advanced uncrewed helicopter developed for the UK Ministry of Defense. This initiative is part of a 4-year, $60 million contract awarded in July of 2022, aiming to enhance the UK's rotary wing capabilities. That's going to have nothing on these orbs. These orb drones are the future, I'm telling you. The Proteus, a 2 to 3 ton class uncrewed helicopter featuring a single main rotor. Its design emphasis, modularity, glasses on here, modularity, allowing for rapid role changes to support various missions for both naval and land forces. The development process incorporates advanced technologies, including the creation of a digital twin for synthetic development, the use of over 40 composite components, and the integration of artificial intelligence in its control software. The modular mission bay enables quick adaptation for diverse missions like anti-submarine warfare, logistics delivery, intelligence, surveillance, target acquisition, and reconnaissance operations. They're still building it. They're hoping to demonstrate it in mid-2025. Okay, now, if you weren't concerned enough about the nuclear reactors above ground, how do you feel knowing that they're going to put a bunch of nuclear reactors a mile below ground? What could possibly go wrong, right? I mean, this is the kind of stuff you should be excited about. Forget about everything else. Like, this is exciting. We got nuclear reactors a mile underground. So, Deep Fission, a California-based startup, is pioneering the deployment of small modular reactors positioned approximately 1 mile underground to provide power for data centers. By situating 15 MWE? That's like million watt, is that a million watts? MWE? Anyway, 15 MWE pressurized water reactors, PWRS, deep underground. The design leverages national geological barriers to enhance safety and security. Yes, it's much safer now that we're putting nuclear reactors underground. Brilliant. The subterranean strategy aims to reduce the need for extensive above-ground safety structures, potentially lowering construction and operational costs. How are the inner Earth people going to feel about this? They're going to be like, what's up, man? Now you got to come down here? You don't have enough up there? Now you got to mess with us down here? Well, at least we have better data centers. The subterranean strategy, yep. The primary focus is on supplying consistent clean energy to data centers, which have escalated power demands due to advancements in artificial intelligence and cloud computing, AP News. The tech industry's increasing energy requirements are prompting a renewed interest in nuclear power solutions. You know what? I got a brilliant idea, and I'm not even really joking. Why don't we just turn the moon into a giant nuclear power plant, put all of our data centers up there? So the moon will basically be one giant reactor. Or is it already a giant reactor? And it's just, anyway, we'll talk about that later. Now, if you're not excited about nuclear reactors underground for data centers, if you're not excited about cyborg cockroaches, if you're not excited about, fifth generation orb drones that come in and out of existence and weird holograms floating in the air, freaking people out, thinking that they're, alien spaceships. If that doesn't excite you, this should definitely excite you. Okay. OpenAI CEO Sam Altman has recently expressed confidence in the company's ability to develop artificial general intelligence. In a blog post, Altman stated, "We are now confident we know how to build AGI. Just give us $100 million. AGI refers to AI systems capable of performing tasks across a wide range of domains at a level comparable to human intelligence." Is that even that hard anymore, folks? Just think about that. Altman anticipates that AI will significantly transform company outposts and outputs in the near future, with autonomous AI agents becoming more prevalent in workplaces by 2025. Agent Smith will be very real in the very near future. Hi, I'm Agent Smith. How can I help you, Neo? Neo, we've been watching you. Whew, man. Agent Smith, how have you been? Everybody's Agent Smith in here, unless you're unplugged. Despite the optimism, some experts remain skeptical about the timeline and feasibility of achieving AGI. Concerns persist regarding the current technology's limitations in reasoning, understanding, and reliability. Financial Times. However, OpenAI continues to focus on advancing AI capabilities while addressing ethical considerations and potential risks associated with AGI development. The company emphasizes the importance of aligning AI systems with human values to ensure beneficial outcomes for society. They love you. You know who else loves you? Big business. They love you so much. They do. They love you so much that they want to replace you with artificial intelligence, and they want you to have a universal income so you can stay at home and do whatever you want. You're going to get paid anyway because the robots are going to do all the work for you. They want less people, but more humanoid robots. Totally makes sense, right? Well, in a recent survey by the World Economic Forum, it indicates that 41% of companies worldwide plan to reduce their workforce by 2030 due to the advancements in artificial intelligence and automation. So 41%, maybe. AI is expected to automate various job functions, leading to significant workforce reductions across multiple industries. I'm telling you, folks, in the very near future, you're going to be offered a pod. You're going to say, would you like to come in the pod? You come in the pod, you can do whatever you want. You can live multiple lives in the pod, not like physical lives, but you can live multiple digitized lives in the pod. And we won't have to worry about you because you're in the pod. Hello? It's a great way to solve overpopulation. It's a great way to eat some bugs because they can just feed you bugs that are going to be processed in like a paste, like bug paste. So you go in the pod, you live the life you want to, multiple lives, you know, in gluttony, whatever. If you like want to live in gluttony and be like, oh, these grapes are so delicious, you know, like whatever. You're there in the pod and they don't got to worry about you. And they'll feed you a bug paste to keep you alive, to live. And then they'll record all that information and then it's going to be really interesting. Upload it to the cloud. And then anyway, so aren't you excited? Automation, it sounds fun, right? Robots, more humanoid robots. We were talking about the humanoid robots that you can take with you, take out of a briefcase. So creepy. Anyway, a recent survey of 41% is what they're predicting. So are you excited? Are you excited to stay home and eat more genetically modified E. coli feces and just like, you know, slurp down those diet sodas? And I mean, it's going to be amazing. But it's going to be even better than that because you're going to be in a pod and you're going to get bug paste and it's going to be virtual reality. They're going to be like, forget real reality. We have virtual reality. You'd be like, yeah, man, virtual reality. That's way better than real reality. What do I do? Well, you come on in here. What we'll do is we'll feed you this delicious bug paste for the next 45 years, and you won't even know. You'll feel like you lived multiple lifetimes in there. It's going to be like reincarnation over and over and over again. How many lives do you want in the pod, Bob? How many? Well, we will take your credits. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be very, very exciting. So what are the implications? Only half of the surveyed companies intend to redeploy employees affected by AI integration, highlighting a potential gap in workforce transition strategies. The register. So people are going to have to get smarter. They're going to have to get faster. They're going to have to learn new skills. They're going to have to merge with the machine, or they're going to have to go into the pod. It's going to be fun. I'm excited for our overlords, where they plug people into pods. It's like an iPod, literally. You are an iPod. The new iPod Deluxe. Oh, I hope there's no infringement on that. No, it's I with an E-W-E-E-Y-E pod. iPod, where we pull your eyeball out, and then we plug it into the pod, and then it integrates the rest of your body into the pod. But you must have the Neuralink first. You must be on the latest generation of the Neuralink to stay updated. So we will update the Neuralink in your pod every single month. You're going to love it. Then we send it through Starlink to Mars so you can have your digital clone on Mars. You've got your Android clone on Mars while you're enjoying your pod with bug paste. You're going to love it, Bob. Sign here, Bob. Where do I sign? The fight over robots threatening American jobs. Silicon Valley techies are building the AI that could replace them. MIT economist says AI can only handle 5% of jobs, fears stock crash, New York Post. Now, the CEO that was bragging about replacing workers with artificial intelligence is now worried that he's going to lose his job to artificial intelligence. His name is Sebastian. He's the CEO of fintech company Klarna, and he's openly discussed his concerns about the rapid advancement of artificial intelligence and its potential to perform tasks traditionally handled by human workers, including those at executive levels. In a recent interview, Sebastian S. expressed unease, stating that AI's capabilities make him feel gloomy about the future of his own role. It's because you're going to be plugged into a pod, dude. They're just going to copy your brain, and then they're going to refine it with some algorithms, and they're going to reload your brain into a humanoid robot that they're going to sell you while you're in the pod. Brilliant! They put you in the pod, they replicate your brain, they upload it into a new humanoid robot that you can then power from the pod that you're in. What do you think about that? Oh, yeah. Brilliant. Oops, I hope I didn't just give them an idea. No, they already thought about it. This development highlights a broader trend where AI is increasingly capable of performing complex tasks, leading to workforce reductions and raising questions about the future role of human workers, pod people, including those in leadership positions. So, Simiakowski's candid reflection underscore the paradox faced by executives who adopt AI to enhance efficiency, only to confront the possibility that their own positions may eventually be susceptible to automation. I apologize if I got your name wrong. Whew. Okay. But I'm going to share an oldie but goodie. So it is I in the comment section. That's old news, Rex. Cyborg cockroaches. Well, maybe not everybody knows about the cyborg cockroaches. I, for one, think it's exciting. Controlled insect swarms with remote controls. Forget the drones. Heck, if you can, what if you could control a bunch of killer bees? Ooh, that's kind of scary. I'd make them all happy bees. I'd be like, okay, you're all going to be honeybees now. Just go make some honey. Don't go stinging people. No, I don't know. What would you do? I don't want to know. All right, so let's get into this. Researchers have made significant advancements you did hear about the new programs that can replicate a human personality with an 84% accuracy in less than 2 hours. You heard about that, right? They're going to be replicating people in the near future, and then they're just going to update them. They're going to be like, Bob, would you like the Bob 6.0 version? You've only got the 5.0 right now. You need to update to the 6.0. You're going to have mini yous running around doing the work for you. They're going to offer you an ability to make a computer out of your stem cells that's going to be quantumly linked to your brain via the Neuralink. It's going to be incredible. I will activate my own personal stem cell computer right now with 2 blinks. Yes, Bob, what would you like me to do for you today? Well, today I would like to be in the Bahamas. Okay, well, let me activate that software program for you in the pod, Bob, because you're still in the pod. You're in the pod with a computer made of you in the pod, so it's just going to be weird. But let's get back to the article. Cyborg cockroaches. Scientists at Nanyang Technological University in Singapore have introduced an automated system capable of converting cockroaches into cyborgs in just 68 seconds. They were able to do the same thing to humans in under 10 seconds. Oh, wait, it didn't say that last part, but I read it wrong. But it does say that I'm joking about the 10 seconds, takes a little bit longer, but they were able to convert a cockroach into a cyborg in 68 seconds. This process involves attaching electronic backpacks that stimulate the insect's antenna, guiding their movements. Interesting engineering. What if they could do that to humans wirelessly? They would never do that, though. Oh, scalability. The rapid assembly line, referred to as Cyborg Insect Factory, utilizes robotic arms, deep learning to mass produce cyborg insects efficiently. Because it's got to be efficient. You'll eat the bugs and you will like it. It will be in a paste. You will love it. It will taste delicious. It will taste like a steak. Like a steak. Now, the swarm control and applications, there's these swarm navigation algorithms. Yeah. Managing large groups of cyborg cockroaches, it does present challenges. So to address this, researchers have developed algorithms inspired by Tor group dynamics, enabling the insects to navigate complex terrains collectively. Tell me they're not already doing this on people. To some degree. Please. Tell me they're not. Please tell me they're not. Just lie to me. La 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 la. They're not doing this to people. They're not doing this to people. Search and rescue missions. They're using cockroaches to rescue people now. That's brilliant. Equipped with sensors, these cyborg insects can access confined or hazardous areas, making them valuable for locating survivors in disaster zones or inspecting environments unsafe for humans. Singularity Hub. Ethical considerations? You don't say. The creation of the development of cyborg insects raises ethical questions regarding animal welfare and the extent of human intervention in natural organisms. Ongoing discussions aim to balance technological innovation with ethical responsibility. These developments highlight the potential of integrating biological organisms with electronic systems to create adaptable, efficient solutions for complex tasks, particularly in environments challenging for traditional robots. Cyborg cockroaches. They're smarter than people. They passed the AGI test too. Instead of creating, we'll just use cyborg insects. Brilliant. Hook them up to the machine. We don't even need to make drones anymore. They're all cockroach cyborgs. We put little jetpacks on them and they fly around with laser beams. They're really smart. We've downloaded the human consciousness into the cockroach brain through this new backpack Neuralink system that we have, and it plays Pong now. It's the best Pong player on the planet. And it's also a cockroach with a mini jetpack on the back. Have you seen anything that cool? I'll bet you haven't. They're freaking jetpack cockroaches with lightsabers. Woo-wee! Now, if you're not excited about jetpack cockroaches with lightsabers, Melody is a new humanoid robot companion, and she stuffs into a suitcase. Melody, a newly unveiled humanoid robot companion designed for portability and to creep people out, is capable of being packed into a suitcase for easy transportation. This innovation and innovative design allows users to have a personal robotic assistant wherever they go, enhancing convenience and accessibility. Melody's compact design enables it, she's not identifying as a her, to be folded and stored in a standard suitcase, facilitating effortless transportation. In the near future, you will have a robot that will carry the robot in the briefcase for you. Now, let's look at some of the abilities here. It's a humanoid robot. She's equipped to perform various tasks to assist her users in daily activities. It doesn't really say what these daily activities are. Like, what kind of daily activities are we talking about? Both functional support and companionship. I'm not going to go there, folks. I'm not going to read the comments either, because then I'll go there. Incorporating the latest in robotics, Melody offers interactive features and responsive behaviors, aiming to seamlessly integrate into users' lives. All you got to do is have a briefcase. Now, the development of Melody reflects the growing trends towards people wanting to carry robotic companions in briefcases, creating versatile and user-friendly robotic companions that can adapt to the dynamic lifestyles of modern users. Do modern users, is that normal? Is that what people are looking for? Yes, I wanted a robot, but I wouldn't take one until I knew that I could put it in my briefcase. Because I'm a businessman. I need a briefcase. With Melody, the robot that folds like a transformer in there. She's so flexible. It's amazing. You should see the yoga. Oh, wait. That's the new version, the yoga version that can fit in a briefcase. Robot. Human companion. But it's not just Melody. There's more, okay? The ladies, are you concerned that you're going to be replaced by a humanoid robot? Are you concerned? I mean, I wouldn't be, but the news is going to try and scare you. They're going to be like, should you be scared? New humanoid robot looks super real and doesn't talk back and always makes her companion feel comfortable. I don't know. It's like, you should be very scared. At CES 2025, an American firm introduced a humanoid robot companion priced at $175,000. It's designed to serve as a romantic companion. Read about it, Forbes. Now, does this fit in a briefcase, though? Oh, it's so windy outside that's weird, man. It's windy out there, man. Advanced AI integration. The robot is equipped with sophisticated artificial intelligence, enabling it to engage in meaningful conversations, pillow talk, and adapt to the user's preference over time. Lifelike appearance. Designed with realistic, human-like features, the robot aims to provide companionship that closely mirrors human interaction. Now, you do have customizable options. Users can personalize various aspects of the robot's appearance and behavior to align with their individual preferences. And if you have the Neuralink, you'll just communicate via telepathically. You won't even have to say what you want out loud. She will read your mind via Neuralink. Whoa. And then you'll have on this sensor suit, so she can activate any of your sensors on your suit just via thought, because you're all connected via Neuralink. Woo, robot! That's only $175,000? Man, my last wife I'm still paying for.
She cost me that much the first year of our marriage. Hell, our wedding was 50 grand. Then I bought her that new Lexus. And then she left me for the pool guy. And I still had to pay for their house. $175,000. That's a bargain.
Now, did you know that there are car companies in Asia right now, like the big car companies, they're putting a lot of money into robot companions. If a robot companion now costs $175,000 and looks like a mannequin and kind of functions, but it's still like, hi, Bob, what would you like me to do for you today? Okay, Bob, sure. Let's go, Bob. I mean, it's still, imagine what it's going to be like in 5 to 10 years. It's going to be a lot cheaper and a lot more advanced and a lot more refined. And in the near future, they're going to take you're going to be able to upload somebody's personality into the cyborg. You'll be like, well, you're too robotic. Can you upload this personality? This is the person. And they're going to give you a choice of personalities, or you can, it's going to get interesting. Imagine being able to download somebody's personality and then take that personality and upload it onto an Android. And then that Android acts just like the person, or if it's 84% accuracy now in under 2 hours, imagine how accurate it's going to be within 10 years and 4 hours. Twice the time, twice the research, etc. I mean, it's just going to get more advanced. It's going to get cheaper. It's going to become, this is within 10 to 15 years, personal assistant robots will be the norm. 10 to 15 years. Within 50 years, robots will perform the majority of tasks that are considered very difficult, like a coal miner, or somebody that's working in extreme conditions, breathing in exuberant amounts of pollutants, etc. Those type of positions, I think, are going to be very far and few between with humans, just because a robot can go down. You could build a robot to do coal mining or some type of, element, gold, silver, whatever, lithium, and it won't have the same parameters. It'll be able to work 24 hours a day. All you'll have to do is just keep the energy source plugged in. I mean, yeah. And then with these abstract, if AI figures out the abstract side of the mind, if it figures out how to activate both sides, because right now it's far superior when it comes to computing, processing, data, storing data. Unless we could figure out a way to unlock the human brain somehow with technology, I think a lot of that's been lost. So there is going to be a huge change in the workforce. And these big businesses and these big corporations, when it comes to the bottom line, and they can make more money with artificial intelligence and robotics, the only way that this is going to stop or slow down is if something extreme happens with the technological sector, or some type of, somebody comes up and out with a new game plan that people start to follow, that goes back to grassroots as far as humanity and humanity being a part of the workforce. It's going to change quick. It's going to change real quick. But anyway, humanoid robots. The money funders say there's too many people, but we're going to have more humanoid robots, and that's because we love you so much. You can just stay at home, eat bug paste, and be happy. But in other news, the People's Liberation Army has reportedly developed an electronic warfare kill list targeting U.S. aircraft carrier strike groups. This list identifies specific U.S. military radars, sensors, and communication systems for potential disruption in an event of a conflict. South China Morning Post. Don't worry, we have sports coming up here in the near future, so... Key targets identified: cooperative engagement capability systems. The PLA's analysis focuses on the U.S. Navy's CEC system, which integrates air defenses resources across a fleet, allowing coordinated response to threats. The PLA suggests that the system's reliance on wireless communication links could be vulnerable to electronic interference, potentially leading to disconnection or disruption. Then there's the ANSPY-1 phased array radar, which is installed on Aegis-equipped vessels. The radar is crucial for threat detection and engagement. The PLA's report indicates that electronic interference, such as drone-generated noise and false targets, could degrade its effectiveness. Then there's the E-2C Hawkeye early warning aircraft serving as a key component to the aircraft group's defense network. The Hawkeye's neutralization through electronic means could significantly impair the fleet's situational awareness and response capabilities. Interesting engineering. So they've got like signal disruption they're working on, false target generation, network infiltration. And you can just go like to CES and purchase a robot that you can put in a briefcase and have it be your companion. So don't even worry about it. You've got briefcase robots now.
Don't worry, buy a briefcase robot. You will be much happier. Let us take care of this stuff while you worry about pleasing your robot that you carry around in a briefcase. There's nothing weird about that. That's what everybody was waiting for, to have a briefcase robot.
Now, in other news, Yellowstone. A lot of people are concerned about Yellowstone. There's been recent activity with Yellowstone, but nothing out of the ordinary, just these movements of the magma below. And the possibility does remain there. You know, I mean, it's been quite a while since we've had a super volcanic eruption in Yellowstone, but it happened about 640,000 years ago. So they're saying, don't worry about the super volcano. There's things much more concerning here in Yellowstone that you need to worry about, like a hydrothermal explosion or an earthquake. Like, remember last year, the geothermal features, including geysers and hot springs, can experience sudden hydrothermal explosions. These events occur when underground water rapidly converts to steam, causing violent eruptions of steam, water, mud, and rock. Such explosions are relatively common, with smaller events happening every few years. For example, just July of last year, July 23rd, a hydrothermal explosion near Sapphire Pool in Biscuit Basin damaged boardwalks and prompted temporary area closures. Luckily, no injuries were reported. Also, earthquakes. Yellowstone's seismically active, experiencing thousands of small earthquakes annually. Most are too minor to be felt, but in 1959, the Hebgen Lake earthquake just outside the park had a magnitude of 7.2, which caused significant landslide and fatalities. Such seismic activity poses risks to infrastructure and visitor safety. So we've got geothermal hazards. And then how about all those morons that walk up and try and take a selfie with a bison? That's rich. That's rich. Probably not a good idea, but I hope you got a selfie.
They're like, look, I'm right in between these two bisons and I've got jerky in each hand. Do you think that they'll want? Get a picture of me giving these two bisons bison jerky. That's going to be fun.
Anyway, reminds me of, no, I'm not going to say it. There are environmental hazards as well. So just be safe out there, folks. When you go to Yellowstone, remember, probably not going to be a super earthquake, but Biscuit Basin might blow. Hello. What else we got? Oh, yeah. You want to check up? Hey, Kat, what's up? All right, I'm looking at the chat here real quick. Hello, everybody. Thank you very much for being here. We got Count Trumpula, Sir Joseph, Mike, Greg, Basement Jesus. That is an awesome name. Jillian, Neshoba, Amigma, Bruce, all of you. Thank you so much for being here. It's great to see y'all. Carol, Go-Kart, Watkins. Yeah. All right. So I talked about this a little bit earlier. Speaking of volcanoes, here is one that is predicted to erupt this year. It's the Axial Seamount, just about 300 miles off the coast of Oregon. It's an underwater volcano, and it is anticipated to erupt this year. The forecast is based on real-time monitoring data, indicating that the volcano's surface has reinflated to levels observed prior to previous eruptions in 98, 2011, and 2015. So, among the most closely observed underwater volcanoes globally, Axial Seamount is. It's equipped with a network of sensors that provide continuous real-time data. This extensive monitoring enables scientists to study its behavior and improve eruption forecasting models. It's about a mile beneath the ocean's surface. Yeah, that's a great, a mile under. Like, that's where this company wants to put nuclear reactors to power data centers, a mile underground. Brilliant. Due to its remote location and depth, situated about a mile beneath the ocean's surface, an eruption of Axial Seamount is not expected to pose significant risk to coastal communities, thank goodness. This event is unlikely to trigger tsunamis or substantial seismic disturbances affecting the mainland. Anchorage Daily News, so you don't need to bring in your tomato plants just yet. The anticipated eruption presents a valuable opportunity for scientific research, offering insights into volcanic processes and enhancing predictive capabilities of underwater and terrestrial volcanoes. Speaking of underwater and underground and Antarctica, let's talk about Antarctica for a minute. An international team of scientists has successfully drilled nearly 2 miles into the Antarctic ice sheet, extracting an ice core estimated to be at least 1.2 million years old, AP News. The ice core is expected to provide invaluable data on Earth's atmospheric composition and climate over the past 1.2 million years, offering insights into historical greenhouse gas concentrations and temperature variations. The core may shed light onto the transition in ice age cycles that occurred around 900,000 to 1.2 million years ago, when glacial periods shifted from occurring every 40,000 years to every 100,000 years. The drilling was part of Beyond EPICA, which is European Project for Ice Coring in Antarctica initiative, involving scientists from multiple countries and funded by the European Union. Researchers worked over 4 Antarctic summers enduring extreme temperatures, averaging minus 35 degrees Celsius, to achieve this milestone. Now, they want to see how much greenhouse gases contribute to global warming. The extracted ice contains trapped air bubbles, preserving ancient atmospheric samples. Analyzing these bubbles will help scientists understand past concentrations of carbon dioxide and methane, providing context for current climate change trends, AP News. The data may also help explain the mechanisms behind significant climate shifts, such as the mid-Pleistocene transition, enhancing predictive models for future climate scenarios. Cool. Now, let's talk. And we're going to go back to California in a minute. We're going to look at some more live feeds. We're going to see what's going on there and read the latest updates there. I'm going to share with you some other news, though, real quick. This is about the altered states of consciousness that were somehow able to change time or alter an individual's perception of time is actually more accurate. There's obviously psychedelic experiences, and there's different medications and mindfulness and dreams. Like, how many times have you had a dream that felt like it was hours and it was really just minutes, or been in some type of hypnotic state that felt like it was for far longer than it was? I have several friends personally that have had near-death experiences, and they've described these near-death experiences as very substantial, but also time-consuming. And so it might have only been a single second in this third dimensional state, but to them, they relived their life. So it's very interesting how we perceive time and how we can change the perception of time through different experiences. But trauma, extreme stress, different dreams, these are all factors, psychological disorders as well, and neurological disorders, head injuries. People that have had significant head injuries, it's altered their perception of time. Hypnosis is also a great way to alter the perception of time. I've had some really cool experiences under hypnosis by like a professional, one of the best, and very, very fascinating. But the brain has like this timing mechanism, and it uses internal clocks. And what that does is it basically, combined with the chemicals that are being flushing through the brain, it allows you to perceive these things in the way that you do. I think it'd be cool to see artificial intelligence used with dream work. I would love to see technology and supercomputers and quantum computers and artificial intelligence work with dreams, and maybe even figure out a way to have a dream state for longer, or go into that theta state instantly and be able to like pull information out of different. It sounds kind of like cliche when you say it, but literally different dimensions. If you can pull information out of different dimensions into this third dimension through whatever type of technologies, that's pretty cool. So I have a lot of optimism for, see, this is talking about near-death experiences also. And you can read about this, Financial Times, Vox. This is that missile that Russia launched not too long ago, the Orishnik. Has a speed of about 7,600 miles an hour. Now, the timing of this missile launch, right before that, remember, the news is talking about how we were allowing Ukraine to use certain weapon systems, like U.S.-designed weapon systems, and then Russia's after launches the Orishnik missile, and then right around that time, there are bizarre drone sightings. There's communication cables that are severed from alleged accidents, but a lot of people think that it was some type of espionage from the vessels out there that were dragging their anchor on the ground that was severing some of these communication cables that connected different countries. The timing of all this is all right around the 17th to the 21st of November is when things started to get really hot. And that's when that was launched, the Oceanic, right around that time. This is pretty cool. And also, once again, it just reminds me anyway of how incredible artificial intelligence can be and software if used in the right way and for the right reasons. So there's artificial intelligence now that's actually revolutionizing computer chips and computer chip design. AI-driven chip design innovations. We've got Alpha Chip by Google DeepMind, and it employs reinforcement learning to optimize chip layouts, treating the design process as a strategic game. This approach has accelerated design cycles and produced layouts that outperform human-engineered counterparts. So basically now AI is creating computer chips that are faster than what people made, smaller, more efficient, faster. You can get a supercomputer now through NVIDIA that just launched. It's about the size of a Mac Mini, and it's $3,000 for a supercomputer on your desk that's like not much bigger than a phone. Hello? How amazing is that, folks? That's wild. $3,000. The first computers in the 60s, right? They were like the size of buildings, and they were basically like calculators. It's just amazing how advanced computers are becoming. And with quantum and artificial intelligence, it's going to be wild. It is going to be wild. All right, so I want to go back and let's see what's going on in California right now. Let's take a look. See if we've got an update. Currently, it's 17,234 acres. That's just the Palisades fire. It's giving us the same data here. Okay, so let's look at some of the webcams, see what we've got going on. Topanga Canyon 2. Let's go to live. See what we got going on. Okay. Past 15 minutes, I'll do a time lapse for you. See if I can make this larger screen here. Okay, we're looking at live webcams. UC San Diego, Alert California, Wilshire 2. I'm going to go ahead and hit live and see what's going on there now. Current conditions. Oh, and you see that little black dot right there? That I don't know if it's probably dirt. But let me tell you something. There's somebody in the conspiracy realms that will take screenshots of webcams, whether it's an insect or a piece of dirt or a bird or a reflection of the sun, and they'll come up with stories that just, I mean, I've about had it with these people freaking other people out, because there's people out there that get genuinely freaked out about Planet X and Nibiru, right? Like genuinely scared. And they'll show these images that anybody that's spent any research knows that it's a lens flare or it's a piece of dirt. Like there's this one that's going around on the New Jersey mysterious drone forum. And the person that's taking these photos of screenshots and uploading them, she's like, look at this UFO, look at this drone. And I looked at it and it took me a half second to realize it's a freaking insect. You're taking a screenshot of a bug on a plastic dome and you're telling people it's some alien spaceship. So relax. Maybe I need to relax because anyway. So it's not an alien spaceship. It's a bug. And that is somebody could take this screenshot. I can already see it. Look, it's a UFO flying through the air. I took a screenshot of it. You can clearly see it. It's a flying saucer. It's a speck of dirt. Come on. Anyway, so that's my rant. I love you. All right, let's hit play.
You can see it. It's moving right now. And this person will get like 50,000 views. I'm like, oh, man. They're like, that's what you should do, Rex. Take a picture, take a screenshot of a bug off of a plastic dome on a webcam, and it looks a little bit like a UFO. And then you can tell everybody it's a UFO and the mothership's coming and get 100,000 views. I'm like, yeah, no thanks. Do you know how many, like most news outlets out there, they cater to their to the people that are watching the news, right? Whatever their political beliefs are, they cater to that. Whatever their religious beliefs are, they'll cater to that. Well, here at Leak Project, I mean, if we find out something isn't what we thought it was before, I'm going to say it. So I have a tough time keeping the same group of people if their mind is stuck on one thing in particular, is all that I'm saying. Like, for those of you that are watching, thank you. You understand that people make mistakes and that people are looking for the truth. But if you find something that's a mistake, you're going to talk about it and you're going to learn from it. And you're not going to like there's people out there that write books about things that aren't real. And then their whole life, they're like, they're stuck to that belief. No matter what, you can like show it right in front of them, show them the data, show them the evidence, and they still won't go there because it just kind of hurts their paradigm or their belief system. I mean, there's somebody I'm dealing with right now that thinks that, and he's a cool guy, but he's showing me all these photos of what he thinks are artifacts. And to me, they look like something that was made in a factory, like just a few years ago. They don't even look that old, but he's convinced that they're old and he's convinced about it. So, you know, that's cool, man. That's cool. I appreciate that, but don't get upset with me when I don't agree with your belief that these are 5,000-year-old alien artifacts being pulled out of a volcano. It'd be cool. It'd be cool if they were. I want to believe. Don't you? I mean, it'd be a lot funner to be like, yeah, those are freaking 7,000-year-old Zeta Reticuli artifacts where Greys came down and they were living here and they're like, we're going to make all these statues of aliens and then we're going to bury them and then pull them out later and they'll be perfect. They'll look like they were just made at a grocery store near you. All right, I'm going to stop. I'm sorry. Here we go. Current conditions in California, as you can see. A lot of smoke. Are you blowing smoke? Well, interesting how they've got stuff that's like blanked out. You notice that? Why are they doing that? It's kind of weird. Huh. They got like these boxes that you can't. Let's see here. Okay, you know what? I hear something else that's really interesting also, I noticed. We're on cameras.alertcalifornia.org, and these are, you know, hundreds of different cameras in California, maybe even thousands. But if you go to different areas, so this is the Palisades fire that we're looking at down here. And look how close it is to Malibu even. Wow. So we then have cameras that we can look at. Let's take a look at this one first here. You can see the direction that the camera's pointing by the blue. So we'll click on this one. Current conditions. This is live. This is what it looks like live right now. And if we want to see the past 15 minutes, we'll just do a 15-minute time lapse. Let's do a 1-hour time lapse on this. A lot of the webcams are turned off right now or offline. A lot of webcams, especially the ones out there by Hollywood that are pointing towards the Hollywood sign that are there, but they're not online right now. And I thought that was kind of interesting. Maybe it's just because of the fire. I don't know.
This is the past hour. Let's see here. It goes past 6 hours. That's what it looked like this morning. Oh, it's a reflection. See that? See the reflections from the sun that are moving slowly? At 0% contained, over 17,000 acres. I don't know what the winds are out there like right now either. See if we can go to another one now. I'll show you where we are at on the map, as you can see. All right, so let's go back to this real quick. These are all the cameras currently online in this area. The one that's circled is where we were just looking. Topanga Canyon 1, Topanga Canyon 2. And then up here, you'll notice that there is an offline switch that I can click. So if I click that, look at all these additional, and there's more than one reason why some of these are turned off. I don't think there's just one specific reason. I just noticed that there were several fires or several areas by these fires where the cameras were offline. And it would be nice if they were on, because we'd be able to get a better view, especially out there in Hollywood Hills. Let's see if we can see anything out there right now. Okay. Not much. Yeah. Wow. I am very interested to know what boxes they've got blocked off here. They've got several of these cams. Well, that's kind of weird. What was that? Is that just the sun? Did you see that? Huh. Kind of interesting. Let's see if we can get a longer peek on that. It's got to be the sun, right? That's just, yeah, it's got to be it's got to be the sun going through like the clouds and all the smoke. Right? It's got to be. No, seriously, that's got to be the sun, right? That's just the sun poking through the clouds. Yeah. Yeah, it is. You can tell. Watch that again. Because you can see the reflection of the sun with that blue light that starts first. That's a reflection from the sun. I mean, look at the path. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of interesting, but let's see if we can. What else we can get with this? Let's do past 6 hours. Okay, this is the past 6 hours. Notice that there's multiple spots that are blocked off, and that might have something to do with people have houses out there and they don't want to be on a 24/7 webcam. So like the, look at that. See that? That blue? It's got to be, that's a reflection from the sun down on the bottom there. Oh, there goes a flying saucer. Did you see that? Did you see that? I'm going to take a screenshot of that and I'm going to say it's an alien spaceship. Okay, look at this. And it's not. I'm being sarcastic. Please know that I'm being sarcastic. There it goes. There it goes. That was it. There goes the bug. Did you see it? There it is. I wonder if I can pause it right when it's there. There it goes. What was that?
You see the size of that bug? That was an alien flying saucer.
Dang it, I want to get that. How do I? That's at about the... Okay, so if I do past 3 hours, maybe I could pick it up at the beginning here. Yep, there it is. Do you see that? There it goes. There it is. Oh, it's a helicopter. Yeah, it's a helicopter. Boom.
An alien spaceship. It's a freaking helicopter, man.
All right, cool. There we go. Let's look at this weird light again. Here it comes. Here it comes. That is so wild. That is so wild. That's pretty cool. Screenshot it. It's disguised as a helicopter. That's it. Yeah, I like the people that are going on the web and they're like, dude, these drones, they're shape-shifting alien craft. The reason they look like airplanes is because they shapeshift like airplanes so that we'll think that they're airplanes. So what's the purpose then? Well, they just want to fly over and they want to fly over us and look like airplanes. That's it. Oh. Does that make any sense? No, that makes no sense. All right, did you... I'll get a screenshot of that. That's kind of cool. So this happened at 1:11. 1:11. Perfect timing. This is where the aliens land. Let's go to past hour here. Boom. There it is. Cool. It's currently what's going on. This is a live feed as of right now at the Topanga Canyon. This is Topanga Canyon. Let's flip this over. This is Topanga Canyon number 2. I wonder if we get the same thing here at Topanga Canyon number 2. If we'll see it at this angle. Let's hit play. This is past 3 hours. It's glitching out. Oh, there's that little blue light, which means it's a reflection of the sun. You see that? Did you see that little thing that flew past? That was either that helicopter that we saw, or is it? Yep, there it goes. Boom. Just a different angle, and that was fast because we're on a 3-hour time lapse. There it goes. So we don't see it from this angle. That's fine. We got it from the other. Let's show this on the map. So this circle right here is where we're looking towards the fire in the mountains. Let's put it in perspective. Here's the Palisades fire that is estimated to be over 17,000 plus acres burned. Ooh, what do we got here? Oh, that's where we just were. What's this up here? Oh, that's canyon. Okay, that was the canyon one. Let's look at the peak. Here we go. This is current conditions. This is live. Let's see if we got anything over the past hour. If we picked up anything weird. No? Wow, the fire's even spread up the mountain. Look at that. That's not good. Look at that. This fire's going all the way up the freaking mountain. Oh man, I do remember that movie from LA. That's a ooh. Snake Bliskin. This is Wilshire. We were looking at this one a minute ago. You can see the smoke on the water. And there's the dirt. There's the dirt UAP, that dirt piece right there. Okay. See what else we can go. Zoom out a little bit. Look at this. Mount Lukens. Mount Lukens, I am your father. Shondell's in the house. All right, let's hit play. This is live. Live. Man, that is intense. That is a lot of smoke. A lot of smoke. Let's do the past hour. See if we got anything. Now, if you're just joining us, current conditions, over 17,000 acres burned in the state of California. We have current emergency incidents, 13,926 total emergency responses, 92 wildfires, 29,053 acres burned, and 1,000 structures destroyed. And that's fire.ca.gov/incidents. See if we can the camera on this. Okay, so this is another angle here. Ooh, that's up in the mountains. Look at that. Wow. Let's look at the past hour. Let's see what we got the past 6 hours on this. I don't see any smoke up in there. glitching out. But I think it's because it's showing multiple angles over the past 6 hours. That's just going to give people a seizure. Do not look at this. Let's 3 hours here. Let's try the past 3 hours. Oh, come on, man. We're looking at a 12-hour time lapse right now. Mount Lucan's 12-hour time lapse right now. What's that? Look at that. That's got to be Venus or something, because it's the way that it's, these are like 10-minute intervals probably. So to see it move up like that, I would say that's probably a planet. So remember, this is the past 12 hours. We're up to about 6 hours ago now. So think of what was going on just 6 hours ago. Now about 5 hours ago. You can see the timestamp on the bottom, actually. It's showing you the time. If you look to the bottom right, you'll see it.
I haven't seen that many UAPs since I went outside and looked up at the stars.
All right, now we're up to about 1 p.m., which would actually be 2 p.m. Mountain Time, 1 p.m. Pacific. And most current conditions, if we were looking at this live right now, this is what you're looking at, ladies and gentlemen. This is the most updated. This is literally right now what it looks like. Mount Lucan's. Let's flip the camera angle. Here's another angle here, you can see. Mount Lucan's camera 2. Looks like the fire has gone up into the mountains substantially. From this angle, I mean, I could be wrong, but that's what it looks like. To show this on the map, let me show you where we're looking on the map. If you can see the blue arrowhead in a circle, a black circle, and you can see that we're actually looking directly at the fire with that. Both of these angles, actually, you can see what direction we're going. And that fire, this fire right here, because there's several in California right now. We're out there by Eaton Canyon. So this would be the Eaton Canyon, Eaton fire. And it's eating up a lot of ground right there. Okay, that was a bad joke. Sorry. The Eaton fire is currently 0% contained, 10,600 acres. The Palisades fire, currently 17,234, probably a little bit more than that, but that's our latest number, 0% contained. Then we've got the Hearst fire, 10% contained, 671 acres. The Lydia fire, 348 acres, 40% contained. And the Sunset fire, 0% contained, 43 acres. Let's see if we can take a look over here. And let's take a look at another location. I would think that there would be more cameras around this area turned on. If I hit the all cameras, no, there's still nothing. Interesting. See if we can get anything over here. Yeah, maybe I'll get something with that guy. Try that. Okay. So even from this is the, let's go back to where we're at here. Southwest of Santa Clara. Oat Mountain. This is Oat Mountain. Okay. Do a 12-hour time lapse on this. All right, so you're looking at the past 12 hours. This is probably one of the best cameras. Look at that. Look at, you can see the fires starting to spread. You can see how it's spreading. It's clearly spreading from this insane wind and the ambers. You can see it happening. That's wild, folks. Look at that. And when you have 90+ mile an hour spikes in wind, dry climate, whew. Wow. Well, folks, there you have it. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you're doing well. I hope you're safe. Be prepared, not scared. And hit that subscribe button. Leave a comment in the comment section. Share the video if you would. And I want to read your comments about what you thought about the news. And have a beautiful day. Thank you.